Hi everyone. So I am here to do a book tag. So I'm not sure totally who created this, so hopefully I will be able to find this. I think I heard that this originally started off um, actually as a blog post and then people started doing videos. So this I think is a bit of an older tag. And it's called All About the Reading Tag, or book reading tag, or something along those lines. I'll figure it out. So number one is a ABC kind of question thing, and it's, what do you look for when you pick up a book? A beautiful writing style. C, character driven. Or C, plot driven. Did I say C or did I say B? B is character driven and C is plot driven. So I would say my favorite books usually have a mixture of all three. I like to keep it in good balance. My absolute favorite book, I would say, is very character driven as it's told in first person, followed by a plot that continues for the trilogy. And I would say that the way the author wrote the thoughts of the character is beautiful in its own way. Some other books that are more middle grade-ish or third person, I would say, also have a interesting writing style. But again, I'm very character driven. I like good characters because I think they drive the plot. But I really still think that balance needs to be there, but I just love myself a good character. So, what are some of your pet peeves in books, which is number 2? Um, Here's the thing. I never put too much thought to it, really, until I got to BookTube, or as I got older reading. I mean, I guess I would say, as I got older, I started, analyzing things more, and then BookTube just pushed it and everything. So I mean, I never really thought about love triangles or insta love or anything like that. But now that I'm on BookTube and I'm reading more, I'm just thinking about those things a little bit more. And I haven't read enough in the way I'm thinking now for it to have really bothered me. But, looking back, I can kind of roll my eyes at something such as insta love and stuff like that. Whiny characters, like really, really poorly written characters. Again, I'm a character person. I've kind of so far DNF'd 2 books because the female characters in them were so over dramatic, it was annoying. So, what would be a quote from a book that you would put on your wall? And there are many, but one from a book I recently read, which is called Turtles All the Way Down, that had a lot of good stuff in it too, but one I would pick would be, your now is not your forever. What genre do you want to explore more of? I don't know. Well, I do have my favorites. I think I still read quite eclectically, but maybe a little bit more of horror and classics. The movie adaptation that you like better than the book. I'm really a person that still wants to appreciate the original source material because I'm a writer myself, and we still wouldn't have the movie if somebody didn't write the book because they based it off something that is the book and whatever. But books, I probably wouldn't pick up as fast as maybe I'd sit down and watch the movie again, would be The Princess Diaries and A Walk to Remember. If your favorite book was adapted to a movie, a play, a TV show, etc., what would it be, and what role would you play? I'm pretty sure I'm probably horrible at acting, so that answers that question. Okay. I would like to see Unwind made into a movie. I can't tell you too much about the other books. I have not read the other books in the series, but I think that would be interesting to try to adapt. I would love to see Beauty Queens and Going Bovine. I think they would be funny and deep if given, the right, screenwriters, or if Libba Bray herself was obviously involved, because it always helps when the writers are involved, and good actors and everything else. If they could redo The Giver, I'd be so happy. The movie was good atmospherically, I guess, and everything, and I think the character, or the actor who played the character of Jonas, was good and bringing him to life, but there's just so much about that world that they just killed in that movie. Yeah, I would definitely like to see The Giver redone. And there's other movies that I like that were fantastic adaptations. It's just that certain things they changed didn't make sense. The Hunger Games the movies are fantastic adaptations, but it just, certain things that they changed just didn't quite make sense. They kind of expanded beyond the character, which I understood because it's a movie, and I wasn't too mad about them adding that kind of stuff because it still made sense in the world. But another booktuber, I can't remember, and I think maybe a few other people have mentioned that certain aspects of the story were kind of actually toned down in the movie, and I'm just wondering if they hadn't been, if the movie would have had a different impact on people, and it would have had a different feel and story, because some of it's quite different from the book. Still, they are great adaptations. A hype book you wouldn't recommend. So I have been fortunate enough not to read anything that is so bad that I would say never read it. Twilight's kind of but I suppose it could still be entertaining for some people. A book that highly influenced your life and way of thinking. I would definitely put The Giver up on that one. And it really depends on what you mean by thinking. Thinking about what? Thinking about life, thinking about how you treat people, how you view the world. I would say you can take different lessons from different books. Yeah, I think it could cover a lot. I mean, Harry Potter definitely has its aspects, of loyalty and friendship, and then, you know what I mean? It's it really depends. Of course, there's the classics like To Kill a Mockingbird, and God, I'm just drawing a blank. I love so many books, and it really depends on what you want to learn. Beauty Queens, like I talked about before, that has aspects of judgment and all this other stuff. So, yeah, I could probably make a whole list of that. Are you a fan of rereading? Yes. Yes, I've reread 2 of the Hunger Games books. The first one, like, 4 times. I've reread The Giver. And I'm rereading a couple Goosebumps books. And some other ones will be on the way. Which book could be the title of your life? I would say Battle Royale, because that's what life feels like sometimes. It feels like you're trapped and doomsday is coming, and you get little glimpses of hope at times. I'm not that depressed all the time, but in the world of responsibilities and adulting, it can feel like that sometimes. What book should be required reading? So this kind of goes back to the book that influenced your life thing. Like, I can think of a lot of them. And I think maybe I was thinking of this question too, but I think if you're going to talk about a book you want required reading, it most likely would be something that, made you really think or inspired you or something like that. So my list for required reading would be The Lovely Bones, Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, The Giver, Speak, that's another one. Unwind, A Monster Calls, The Fault in Our Stars, Turtles All the Way Down. So that's a few of them. Anyways, this is getting long. I am going to tag Catalyst Reads, Night Fair, Todd the Librarian, Minnie's Book Journey, Matilda Gothica, and anyone else who wants to do this. Thanks for sticking around. Bye-bye, guys.